So we're currently 2 days into Season 19. It is now Sunday, July the 2nd, and over the Saturday and Sunday, we've played a total of 8 duels and are currently sitting 7 wins and 1 loss with a current streak of 6, using, of course, nothing but FLOOWANDEREEZE. Linked in the description will be the full deck list video where we analyze the deck list and the reasons for our card choices, the meta that we're going up against, and kind of how FLOOWANDEREEZE fits within that meta. As well, in the description will be links to other replays where we go against other meta decks in the rank ladder. So if you're interested in seeing those, make sure you check that out. Of course, in the title and or thumbnail of this video, we're going to be taking a look at EXOSISTER against FLOOWANDEREEZE. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. But before we get started, I just wanted to make a note that I enabled memberships for this YouTube channel. This is a new thing that I guess YouTube is doing now, but I just started it off at the lowest rate of I think like $2.99, and all it means is that you're supporting the channel. You'll get like a badge, and I am looking at introducing certain perks for members. I don't know what those will be yet, but feel free to make a comment on what you think those should be, and I'd be happy to see if I can implement it as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at that EXOSISTER replay. Alright, taking a look at this matchup here, we did open the Robina, which is good, but we only have Book of Moon to potentially dodge an Imperm. If the opponent has Ash, we are in trouble. So we go ahead and we activate Unexplored Winds first, just in case the opponent puts up some kind of disruption on board and we need to tribute over it. But thankfully, we are able to get our searches off, so Eaglin into Empen, of course, and this is the standard opening, assuming that you don't get interrupted, which we don't. So we're in that weird situation now, right, where I talked about in the decklist video where, you know, we get our turn 1 setup, we've got the 1 Empen on board, but we have to be careful about what we do because we can't search out a second Empen. Now, in this scenario, the opponent attempted to go battle phase, so that's why we activated the Dreaming Town. I was actually considering not activating Dreaming Town, thinking that they were trying to bluff, but I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and activate it because the odds that they OTK me, I think, would be pretty low, and I think that I can do a decent amount of follow-up next turn, especially if they out my board. I am confident with the evenly matched that I can hopefully bring this back. So sure enough, the opponent does Raigeki, so they bait the Apex. I have to negate that, right, obviously. Then they actually do go battle phase, so sure enough, they do end up evenly matching me, and then they reveal they're playing EXOSISTER. So they're going to be able to go full EXOSISTER combo, but again, I don't have to worry about getting OTK'd, which is a thing with EXOSISTER. Obviously, they do OTK. Because they've already used their battle phase for the use of the evenly matched. And sure enough, they outed our board, and we have our own evenly matched. So exactly what I thought at the beginning ended up playing out. And it's actually nice that the EXOSISTER cards actually banish my cards, because this makes it easier for my Empen to get back to my hand with the Toucan. I don't need to banish it from graveyard with Stree and then go for Toucan, and that's really a hassle because it's just more pieces of the puzzle that can get interrupted. So again, another reason why 1 Empen is just a little bit harder to play with. So yeah, the opponent did some interesting plays. They like chained their trap card so they can oh, sorry, never mind. They haven't done that yet, but we'll see what happens here. So we know that they have the, I think they searched the Vadis or the Returnia, one of the two. Either way though, they searched Returnia, but they have both here obviously. And you know, we attempt to go battle phase, so they're going to activate the Vadis here to get 2 EXOSISTERs on field, and then we're going to go ahead and evenly matched. And then they chain Returnia, which is going to banish a card from my graveyard in the Dreaming Town, and this will trigger the EXOSISTERs to Xyz summon off of the Returnia here. I don't know if they could have opted to Xyz summon with 1 each off of these cards as effect, because like a card is being removed from the graveyard, or if you have to immediately after this effect resolves Xyz summon with these 2 cards. So either way, this is the disruption that they chose to execute here. And the reason that they do this is because they get a fresh Makalis on field that has the quick effect ability to banish a card. So if you control this card that was Xyz summoned this turn by using an EXOSISTER monster as material, they get this quick effect. Target 1 card I control or in my graveyard, banish it. So they have an easy disruption. As soon as I put something on field, if I put like the Empen on field first, they just banish it, and then they don't have to worry about anything else, right? So that's why they opted to get rid of their Makalis and put up a fresh one, so they have that interruption. It's not the end of the world, you know, they're on 1 card now, so I'm not too worried, but I do have the Book of Moon to play around that disruption, and sure enough, that's exactly what I do, because I'm just like, I'm going to out your Makalis that you just brought with the Eaglin search for RAIZA here, right? Because I'm in main phase 2, I can't beat over it. So I have the Apex in hand already, I've got the Empen already banished, that's going to be recurred with Toucan. But I do make an interesting play here. So I was able to chain block the Eaglin with Robina, And I'm 99% sure they don't have Ash because they would have Ash during the Dreaming Town. I'm pretty sure I don't know if I chain blocked everything last turn, but regardless, I do the Toucan, and the reason that this is significant is because these are both the small birds that are wind, and so if I attempted to tribute the Robina and the Stree for the RAIZA, I would not get the effect if also if this card was tributed by tributing a wind monster, you get the additional card. You can target an additional card on the field and place that target on top of the deck as well. So I won't be able to do that. Or what? Wait, what the heck? Sorry, hold on one second. Place the first target on the top of the deck. After that, return the additional. Yeah, so sorry. If I don't use the wind monster as a tribute, I won't be able to bounce the RAIZA back to hand. So I have to make. So this play was weird, but the reason I did this was to ensure that I can continue to chain block all of my searches. So this way, I'm able to chain block the Eaglin. Use the Eaglin as a chain block for the Empin. And then when I summon the Robina, I can chain block it with the Toucan. So this just ensures that there's no way that they can negate me right now. Obviously they can't imperm because they have a card on field, but again, they set 3 or 4 cards. So, everything that they probably had is banished, but this, could be a mystery hand trap. I'm not taking any risks because I'm I don't have to. So yeah, sure enough, I summon the Stree and then use the Empin and the Stree to go into RAIZA. And I'm well, I'm clearing off my field anyways. So I'm going to put the Raigeki on top of the deck because I don't care if you Raigeki a Robina, and I was able to search out the second trap with the Empin here. So, this card has to be a card that enables them to play, which is very unlikely given, if you know EXOSISTER, they need multiples to play, unless this is a Pax or another Martha. And even if it is, we've got the Dreaming Town interruption. So there's literally nothing the opponent can do here, I don't think. They're going to top deck the Raigeki. As soon as they pass turn, we're going to OTK with bringing the Empin back to hand by getting Stree, banishing it, getting it back with Toucan, putting Apex on board. I mean, I guess it's not technically OTK, but yeah, we would just be in total control regardless. So that was the EXOSISTER matchup. If EXOSISTER goes first, they can put up enough dynamic disruption to shut you down as a FLOOWANDEREEZE player, even through all of your attempts to play through the disruption. They can have 5 or 6, not 5 or 6, but maybe 3 or 4 different interruptions that actually impact you and banish your cards and make it hard for you to get your extensions, especially now that you're on one Empin. So if they go first, you are much more susceptible to losing than before. EXOSISTER is a decent deck actually still. So if you're facing it, watch out for it, don't take it lightly. But we were able to pull that one out and stay in control of the match. But again, we did go first, and FLOOWANDEREEZE should win every time you go first unless you brick. So we're gonna wrap up that video though, guys. If you liked it, please drop a like and a comment. It would be appreciated. Stay tuned for more FLOOWANDEREEZE content as we try to grind through season 19. Thank you again if you've made it this far. Quantum is out.